on the ranch. I thought I was going to be there for the rest of my life, and I was really interested in taking good care of the orchards, which they never had good care before, and I really went into it seriously, and put in the new tractors. You know, we had Yuba tractors, and we had track layers, you know, and all the new. Got rid of all the horses. Our 8 horses are no use for them anymore. Well, the REO truck was fascinating to me. I saw Chris Coca-Figus with a REO truck, and he had a produce deal, and I saw that REO Speedwagon there, and it would go 60 miles an hour down the highway, and it would carry about 2 tons, and it had a big high rack, and I looked at that and I said, my God, that's what we should have on the ranch. That was 1917. He bought the first one. So I went down, talked my dad into buying me one, and it did exactly what I thought it would do. I could take it out in the soft ground and start putting a load on. And as the time I got loaded, I was pretty heavy, and the tires would sink down in that soft ground, and you couldn't propel yourself. You build a high amount of dirt in front of the front tires, and you couldn't start it. But that was easy. I just put it in reverse and backed up on my own tracks, you know, and then put it in low, and that way I was able to take any kind of a crop out at any time. And I hit the road at 60 miles an hour if I wanted to go that fast, and it just revolutionized the whole industry. And so 1919 is when I bought one. I was able to get one, and that was from Forsyth. And I never met him. My dad met him. I talked to the salesman, and I took that 1919 REO truck, and I built a special bed on it, a little lower down, so I could put the boxes, you know, and the hops, and the oversized bed, really, but it was wonderful. And I could do more things with that. And the Fry brothers were unloading their pears one year, and I have to tell you this, because it was a proud moment in my life. And I had to carry all of those boxes out of the field, out of the pear orchard, out of that soft ground, and take them clear over to Grayton, the narrow gauge railroad. We had to load, whoever bought those pears used that narrow gauge railroad. They must have had some Sebastopol pears in there too. So I had to deliver them over there. And I used to go back and forth with one load after the other, you know. I had somebody help put them on, but I had to unload them all right there at Grayton. And Louis and Walter Fry were watching me, and they had a great big Fagil that they carried 5 and 6 ton and 2 men on it all the time. And they were loading a freight car right next to mine. And I'd load mine quicker than they'd load theirs. So Walter got a hold of my dad. He says, "Say, Frank," he says, "how many REO Speedwagons do you have?" And my dad says, "Only one." And he says, "Well, how come they can load that freight car with 1 man on there?" They didn't know who I was. "And I have 2 men, and I only have to go 1.5 miles." And my dad says, "Well, I happen to have a son that likes to work."